I think let's go with Kozilek Sentinel. Let's see if we can get like a turn it against wouldn't be bad to have, but it's a little overpriced. It looks like red is kind of open to start. I kind of wish I would have taken the Beast Caller Savant now because of red green. I like playing red green. Well, there's another red Beast Caller Savant. Ooh. Okay, so this is a lot tougher. We have Beast Color Savant, which I have a feeling the other one might wheel around. Chasm Guide, which is a legitimate threat with the haste. And it keeps us pretty squarely. Eldrazi Sky Spawner is not that good right now for what we're trying to do, but it does activate Kozilek Sentinel. I kind of like the idea of taking Chasm Guide here. Bone Splinters is fine removal. Ruin Processor, we could be in that deck, but that'll wheel. Chasm Guide won't. Sky Spawner won't. I think Chasm Guide's the right one to take here. So, Vestige is good. Fire Mantle Mage, that's actually legitimate. Fire Mantle Mage actually is probably our pick here. Vestige a lot of times will wheel. It's colorless, so it activates Sentinel, and it's got Trample, which isn't necessarily relevant. But the menace that Fire Mantle Mage gives is very relevant, and we could still get in some sort of ally deck with this, especially if like Beast Caller Savant wheels. Then I can get in the red-green ally deck. So I'm going to take Fire Mantle Mage because the menace is real. That one's tough to deal with. So our picks here, if I want to stay like mainly red, it's probably another Kozilek Sentinel. Eldrazi Devastator activates that, but it's an awful big one, and we don't have a lot of ramp. Looming Spires is pretty good in this deck. That first strike is very relevant, but I think in March of the Tomb, I like that if you're in the white-black life game, because it's just so hard to deal with. But I think it's just Kozilek Sentinel here. So looking at this, Stone Fury is probably our pick. It's a removal. It can remove even the Eldrazi in late game, so it's just a good card. Lava Step Raider could be good in this deck, but I don't think so. Fortified Rampart's hard to deal with. So, but everything else in here is kind of meh. I mean, Mindraker if I'm in the black deck, which I'm not, might be good. Blighted Fin would be good in that deck, but I think it's just Stone Fury here. It's just good removal. Okay, so what we have is we have Ondu Champion, which gives Trample, which isn't really relevant, but it is an ally, which does feed Fire Mantle Mage and Chasm Guide. It is double red, but we're kind of in the red strategy anyways. It looks like red is really open. I think I'm just going to go with that. Because the landfall for Mandiki Slide Runner is okay, but it's not good. This Boiling Earth is only good against the Eldrazi decks. Here's Vestige. That's easily the pick here. Reckless Cohort could get in this deck too. But we can pick up Reckless Cohorts later. I'm not worried about that. Beast Color Savant was taken, so someone's got two Beast Color Savants. So take Vestige. That Plated Crusher is going to be a problem. I like this because it's got the menace. And it fits in our colors pretty good. Plus, it's the ally, so that's legitimate with this deck. So I think we're taking that. Here, I kind of like. I'm gonna pick the Invoker over the Sure Strike. Sure Strike's a good trick, but Invoker's got that 3 blocker plus the 8 mana is legitimate. Red is super open, by the way. So I pivoted to the right place. I don't care about any of these really. I'm taking Myers Mouse for the board. We'll take the Overseer. It's a horrible card. Horrible. Nah. You know what? I'm going to take Angelic Gift. Put that in the sideboard because it's a horrible card. Looming Spires. That'll get in my deck. And then we get a Forest. So we're looking pretty much. The blue is not there. Blue is cut off. And maybe it's worth my while to cut the blue as it comes around, but red is certainly open. So a mono red deck could happen here. We could get another Kozilek Sentinel. We can get an Ondu Champion. What's in blue here? White. But the Serene Steward's not irrelevant here. A white-red ally deck is pretty good. And I can still get there. I'm not gaining a bunch of life, so Serene Steward's not great, but that black deck is a real problem to deal with. That being said, I probably take Gideon's Reproach here. It's just removal. We could do white-red. White-red's not out of the question. Ondu Champion a wheel. Fathom Feather's not good in this deck, obviously, because I'm not in black, and I'm barely in blue. This probably gets out. Move to sideboard. Prism Array is bad. Angel of Renewal is perfectly good. 4/4 for 6. When Angel of Renewal enters benefit, I gain 1 life for each creature I control. This is going to be a heavy creature deck. Another Ondu Champion with Shadow Wheel. Mist Intruder's not bad to have. Belligerent Whiptail's not good. Core Castigator's really good. But I think I need... Angel Renewal is just a good win condition at the end of the game. Let me take the Angel. And I think we're definitely going to white-red here. There's a Smite the Monstrous. Courier Griffin is really good. Another Clutch of Currents. I mean, we could do 3-color, and that makes Unified Front better. Ooh. This card's sick. The Ranger. Oh. That Ranger is so good. That might actually be my pick. We could still go into green if we have to. The Ranger is just a good card because it gets bigger and bigger on its own anytime a land enters the field. The red in here is not good. Smite's only... I think right now I'd take the Ranger. I'm going to put it in the sideboard for now because I think I'm more white. Well, there's Forerunner of Slaughter. That seems fine. I'm not really exiling things to get those Eldrazi Scions. Well, I've got 1 exile with Touch of the Void. That's still not good enough for that. I'm going to go ahead. Forerunner Slaughter is not bad, but it's in black, and we're not in black. Cliffside Lookout is probably the pick here. I don't really see much of anything. I mean, Smite's removal, but it's only big removal. And in this format, I kind of want to have... Smite's a dead card unless I'm playing the Eldrazi deck. Beneathic Infiltrator is really good in a blue deck. I'm not in blue, Nissa's Renewal is pretty good in a green deck. There's another Cliffside Lookout. Goblin Warpaint's not good. Snapping Gnarlid's good in the green deck. This actually is probably the best card out here. And I could still get in green with that Ranger. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Snapping Gnarlid. I'm going to add it into here, and then we'll decide. Because I'm not really deep into white yet. And I don't want another Lookout. And white doesn't seem to be very open right now. All right, so Outnumber super good in this. Swallow Growth can be a good trick. Everything else is pretty much crap. I think it's definitely Outnumber here. Take that. Jolly Offshoot can be good in this deck. There's another Boiling Earth we could take. Culling Drone's good. This isn't a really good pack for us here. Jotty's only marginally good. It's a defender. You gain life with landfall. Boiling Earth, I mean, I guess it could be good. It's not good against us. I'm going to go ahead and take the Mandiki Slide Runner here. Call of the Scions can be good in the green deck. Everything else is pretty bad here. I think I take Call of the Scions. Kozilek Sentinel definitely gets in here. Plummet could be for good sideboard card. We don't have a lot of flying stuff that we can deal with here. I've already got 2 Kozilek Sentinels. A third one doesn't make it any better. Everything else here just isn't that good. I think I'm going to take Plummet for the sideboard here. This is interesting. Prism Array came back around, which is fine. We won't be playing it, so. Blister Pod can help with fixing, and it's a 1/1, so and it's not. It just gets more creatures. The Under Greathorn's not bad, but I don't think we're going in white. And white doesn't seem to be very open. Go to Blister Pod here. I think here. I think we just want to cut this Calistria Nightwatch. I don't need another Mandiki Slide Runner here. I think the white gets out. You know what? I'm going to take the Mandiki. Earthen Arms definitely not that great, but can be relevant. Because we can put the 2 +1/+ encounters on the land we awaken. So that's basically a 6/6 for 7. That actually can be really good. I'm going to take the Earthen Arms. That's just a horrible card. I'll take Goblin Warpaint, but I don't think it gets in the deck. Dispel. And another Goblin Warpaint. Alright, so sort that by color. It looks like we're red-green here. Let's see what we open. Well, poo. And we get punished again here. We could possibly get back into white. All right, I'm going to put the white back in. And the reason I say that is this Emeria Shepherd just gets stuff back. If we're playing a creature-heavy deck, it's probably worth it. There's another Gideon's Reproach here. We're definitely in red. The white and the green is where I'm kind of hedging. Emeria Shepherd is just a bomb. Breaker of Army seems fine. Encircling Fissure is not that good. Mandiki Patrol is pretty good as far as triggering our ally stuff. I think that's going to be my play here. Let's get the green out of here because I think